Okay, let's bust this out. Game of the Year: Stray, Xenoblade, Horizon, Ragnarok, Elden Ring, Plague Tale. So I really like Stray. That has no chance. Didn't play Xenoblade 3. I know it has a really very enthusiastic community on Twitter who very much doesn't like Donkey. Plague Tale, I still haven't finished, but I really like Plague Tale. And Horizon, I also didn't finish, but I do enjoy it. I haven't picked it up because unfortunately this came out right before Elden Ring, which was actually just suicide. That was Horizon Forbidden West getting fed a bullet right to the brain. Absolutely terrible release time for that game. I love Ragnarok and I love Elden Ring. Like I said, I think Elden Ring is just so close to the perfect game. I have to give it to Elden Ring. I think God of War overall is like a cleaner experience though overall and just a genuine masterpiece, but I'm going Elden Ring for this. Elden Ring is just the culmination of everything they learned from all of the Souls games put into one amazing package. Best game direction. I what is Immortality? I don't know that game. So Stray, God of War, Elden Ring. This one I think God of War's got for sure. I think God of War wins this 10 out of 10 times here. They ruined Kratos. I've seen that from a couple people on Twitter, and I think it's the most brain dead shit ever. I think what they did with Kratos' character is beyond smart and masterfully crafted. They took a character whom we've grown up with angry, mad, always alone, hateful, everything. And they transformed him and humanized him and made him like atone every step of the way in a way that felt natural and earned. So even something as simple as a smile, his first canon smile in this game, was enough to elicit like an emotional response from me because it actually felt earned. Like I think they did an incredible job with his character. As opposed to just make him one-dimensional and flat, they fleshed out a fucking Giga Chad. So good. And every line he has is great. I still think about that death can have me when it earns me line. Like his shit is profound. To a point where I don't think he's like smart, but like he's not a dumb stupid caveman like he was in God of War 1 through 3. Even though of course I am a huge fan of the original trilogy. Especially 3. I think 3 is still the most hype in the entire series. But I think Ragnarok is the best overall. Best narrative. Oh, I mean, this is God of War. This is a God of War landslide. I don't even need to look at the other ones, honestly. I do like Plague Tale, but that's God of War. That's just absolutely God of War all fucking day. Best art direction. Hmm. This one's tougher. I really like Scorn's art direction. I don't like the game overall. I think the game is remarkably disappointing. I think the combat is terrible. They should have just not even bothered putting the gunplay in there because it's an affront to God. That shit is criminal how awful the gunplay is. They should have just made it all puzzles and exploration because the atmosphere is great. The art direction is amazing. I just don't know if it's better. Hmm. Stray, I am very much considering Stray too, but I don't know. I'm really on the fence. Stray, I feel like I've seen that style done quite a few times before. Scorn, there is nothing else like it. It's very unique. It has a distinct identity. That H.R. Geiger is really slapping. I actually think I will give this one to Scorn. I just wish the game itself was better. I think Scorn wins it. I think Scorn earns it, to be honest. I can't think of another game that looks even remotely similar to Scorn. That's got to be worth something, how unique it was and what they carved out with it. Best score in music, it's absolutely criminal that Sonic Frontiers isn't here. I'm not even memeing. The OST for Sonic Frontiers, it goes so hard. It actually pops off. I can't believe that's not here. It would have been a shoo-in for me. Didn't play Neon White, couldn't opine there. Maybe Neon White slaps too, but man, the fact that Sonic got snubbed here, like I would be an angry Sonic fan on Twitter right now. They overlooked it. What a shame. So in the absence of Sonic, it's either God of War or Metal Hellsinger for me. I love the score to God of War. I think I'm going to give it to God of War. God of War's score is just so good. Best audio design. In-game audio and sound design. Metal is like the main thing I listen to. I am a huge metal advocate. But at the end of the day, Metal Hellsinger has great tracks, but they're not nearly as many or as nutty as God of War Ragnarok gets. I think it's just hard to argue against how great God of War's sound was. Like, the soundtrack goes so hard. Didn't play Gran Turismo 7. Again, I can't even consider Horizon Forbidden West since I didn't finish it. You listen to trash metal? That's just a bad take. That's a fat bad take. The metal I listen to is the best. I don't know what to give this one to. COD. Yeah, I don't think it's going to COD. I don't recall the campaign having great in-game audio and sound design off the top of my head. The voice acting and shit was good, but I don't think that's going to be sound design. One earbud only. Yeah, maybe I missed a lot of it. People really seem to think COD should win this one. Yeah, Elden Ring shouldn't be here. I don't know why they even put Elden Ring here for in-game audio and sound design. There's nothing like super special there. I agree with you there. It's between Call of Duty and God of War, but the only reason I'm considering Call of Duty is because chat really seems to think that campaign had crazy audio design, whereas I personally don't remember it super well. Chat smoking copium. I don't know, like they really seem to think so. It like I don't remember it being bad by any means, but it was just like standard Call of Duty shit in that department. I don't remember it being super breathtaking. So I'm just gonna this feels so unfair with how much I'm just putting onto Ragnarok, but really in every measurable aspect I find the game to be amazing. I maybe one of these two earns it more, but I haven't played this one and I haven't finished this one. So I'm just going to give it to God of War Ragnarok again. Best performance. This is this is so fucking silly. It's going to be all God of War Ragnarok. Oh, it's actually just going to be all God of War fucking Ragnarok. How can you ever go against Christopher Judge in this category? Like you just like even his picture here is so sweet. Like he just looks like such a nice kindred soul. Like just so wholesome. You would never expect his voice to be so commanding and fucking sultry. It's Christopher Judge, obviously. Games for Impact. I don't know any of these. I'll toss it to whatever I think has the best cover, and it's Citizen Sleeper. Best ongoing. Oh. Genshin, Fortnite, Final Fantasy, Destiny, and Apex. I know all these. I play all these. Well, not actively. I have played all these. I feel like it should probably be Final Fantasy 14. They do a really great job with player feedback from what I understand in that game. One of the few that takes it into consideration like Final Fantasy. A lot of people saying Destiny 2. I don't... It's been a while since I've been active in the Destiny 2 scene. Have they been getting better about player feedback and improving the game? Because they made a lot of awful decisions for quite some time, especially with the Eververse. It's a joke. Remember when Final Fantasy 14 popped off so hard they literally ran out of keys? God, that's adorable. I think the bet here is Final Fantasy 14. I'm interpreting this as like ongoing support based on community. Like support the community actually wants as opposed to bad updates no one's asking for. And I don't think Final Fantasy is disappointing in that regard, so I'm giving it to Final Fantasy. Best indie. Haven't played Cult of Lamb, heard great things. Haven't played Neon White, heard amazing things. Love Sifu, love Stray, haven't played Tunic. This is tough. I really like both Sifu and Stray. Damn, that's tough for me. Like, I love the ass beating of Sifu, but I also really liked just the world and story of Stray. It was so cute. Fuck, I can't decide. Thanks for the bits, Nikki. Damn. This is a tough category. My gut's saying Stray. I think I'm gonna have to go with Stray here. Maybe now my cold heart's just been warmed up since I have a cat now. Maybe old Charlie would have given it to Sifu back when I was still the hairy-chested, grizzled muscle man. But now I'm a cat owner. Probably suffering from toxoplasmosis. Best mobile game. Haven't played Apex Mobile, haven't played Diablo Immortal. I think Genshin's good. I haven't got super into Marvel Snap yet, but from what I've played, I've liked it so far. And Tower Fantasy was good. It's between those three. But I wouldn't say I'm like a power player of either of these three. Genshin's community would probably eat me alive, though, if I didn't vote for it here. Like, in between posting porn, they just start attacking people, so I'll just play it safe and do Genshin. Best community support. For outstanding community support, transparent. Oh, so this is the category that I thought ongoing support was. I probably still would have given it to Final Fantasy anyway. This one's obviously Final Fantasy, I think. Innovation and accessibility. Oh, a lot of people are saying No Man's Sky. I know No Man's Sky turned it around recently, but do they have, like, ongoing community support? That would be news to me. I'm just not familiar enough with that. At least I'm moderately familiar with Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know this one. The Quarry was enjoyably bad. Like, it was fun, silly bad. I don't know about its accessibility. God of War forces an accessibility mode on you with non-stop backseat gaming. That's quite innovative and extremely frustrating. Don't know what they did for Last of Us Part 1, and I didn't play Return to Monkey Island. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't use any of the features. Guess The Last of Us. Did they do any? I'll just take your word for it. I'll do The Last of Us. I see a lot of people are saying it did a lot, so I'll do Last of Us. Best VR/AR. Well, I haven't played any of these except Bone Lab, and I've only played like 15 seconds of Bone Lab. Among Us is gonna win. I don't even know what the point is in even voting for anything else. Among Us is just gonna sweep. I'll just give it to Among Us. Here's the resub. Kex. Best action game. Okay, here we go. Things are getting a little wacky. Bayonetta 3, Modern Warfare 2, Neon White, Sifu, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Was this a rough year for action games or something? Bayonetta and Sifu are the only two I think should be here. Isn't there a category for shooters? Why is Call of Duty here? I think the answer is Bayonetta 3. I love Bayonetta 3. I think it's definitely better than Sifu. I like Sifu a lot, but Bayonetta 3 is much better. And I haven't played Neon White to be able to give a full opinion there, but people love that game. And I don't know anything about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. I think this one's Bayonetta 3 all day. Best action adventure. I mean, God of War. It's obvious. Best role playing. Isn't that crazy? Arceus came out this year. And we just got Scarlet and Violet. That is still just so fucking wild to me. I mean, obviously Elden Ring, though. These are just kind of redundant categories. Best fighting game. Sifu. Why is Sifu here? Did we not have 5 fighting games that came out this year? Clearly not, because they dropped in the new JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game, a game that literally doesn't even work on Steam right now. One of the few games I had to refund after trying it. Like, I'm sure this game had potential to be good, but it is in a fucking awful state. At least when I played it on launch. This one's Multiversus for me, though. I like Multiversus. Sifu's not a fighting game. Best family game. Kirby was fun. Skywalker Saga was fine. Didn't play this. Only played like a little of this and barely played any of this. The only one that I actually put like meaningful time into was Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I liked Kirby. It was cute. I'm gonna give that to Kirby. This shit was so wholesome. Best sim strategy game. I didn't play any strategy games this year. Fuck. I might just give it to Total War because I like Total War. Skip? I'm not skipping. I'm just gonna give it to Total War. Best sports and racing. Well, I didn't play any of those this year. Well, actually, that's not true. I did play NBA 2K 2023. Charles White came out of retirement. 5'7" Charles White, superstar. Give it to Gran Turismo, please. Sure. I mean, it's not like NBA deserves it. I mean, 2K is fucking awful. It's so lazy and so scummy. Best multiplayer. Modern Warfare, Multiversus, Overwatch, Splatoon, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Actually, a tough category for me. Modern Warfare 2 is like super relaxed and casual, and like I do enjoy it despite some of its problems. Multiverses, same. Very fun to kick back, casual, clap cheeks. Overwatch 2, also same. In fact, of all of these games here, I've put the most time into Overwatch 2. And I like it, in spite of its problems. Do I think it's the best multiplayer game right now? Tough to say. Split. I think probably Modern Warfare 2. But that, in order to feel comfortable giving my vote to Modern Warfare 2, they need to promise me they're going to fire whoever designed their UI. Their new UI is absolutely awful. It's miserable, and whoever made it needs to be let go of this company like today. I still think in this category, Modern Warfare 2 is probably the strongest in its current state. When it works, I'll give it to Modern Warfare 2. I'm already kind of regretting it. Because I feel like I've been having more fun with Overwatch 2 than Modern Warfare 2. Whatever. I've already locked it in. No point in crying over spilled milk now. Content Creator of the Year. So I chat was really mad. I don't know Nebellion. I'm just unfamiliar with their work. I'm not familiar with Nobrew. So we got Carl, Ludd, and QT. Cinderella. Thanks, the resub, Johnny. I think we all know where I'm going. I don't even need to explain. We already know. Best debut indie. Well, I mean, this is again kind of redundant. It's Stray. I didn't play the others. Best adaptation. Ooh, this is hype. Wait, this is actually super hype. I didn't see the Cuphead show. I don't even know why Uncharted's here. Like, it's a fine movie, I guess, but super forgettable, super generic, nothing special. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie kind of goes in. But Edge Runners and Arcane, that is so tough. Like an actual difficult category to choose. That is genuinely difficult. I don't know, man. Fuck. They're so drastically different from each other, too. There's a blue pube hairs, tits, nipples, blood, gore. This is much more, like, safe for anyone to watch. And they're both so good. They're both so fucking good. They couldn't be more different. Ah, I cannot decide. Holy shit. Oh my god. This is the biggest divide since my left and right butt cheek. I don't know where to go. I am really caught in this conundrum. I think I'm leaning towards Arcane. I think I'm going Arcane. Final answer. I think what Arcane did was so incredibly special. I think I'm doing Arcane. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I can't look back now. Most anticipated game? It's between Resident Evil 4 and Zelda. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, but I'm not coming in with like major expectations here. I think for me personally, it's going to be Zelda. I like the Resident Evil remakes. I think they do a great job with it, even though 3 was only like 2 hours long, but Zelda's significantly more anticipated for me. Best esports game. Oh, this one's actually tough for me too. I've been getting really hard into CS:GO again. Like CS:GO has been so fucking hype. I didn't keep up with Dota this year. I didn't keep up with League much this year. Valorant died for me with franchising, so I didn't even bother. So it's between Rocket League and Counter-Strike. Rocket League, obviously, I've been extremely passionate about because of Moist Esports. In fact, I flew for the first time in 6 years because of Rocket League to go to the RLCS World Championship for Moist Esports. It's Rocket League. It's Rocket League for me. I am a big fan of Counter Strike, but it's Rocket League. Best esports athlete. Oh, this one's pretty good too. Simple or Faker? Fuck. That's tough for me. I really liked Simple at the most recent major. I liked that he leaned into being the villain. Maybe a bit far with giving the finger. Fair. I see. I know a lot of people are mad about that, but I still think that's fine. I think every game needs a villain. Like I think it makes it a lot more fun with the storylines. I love when he stood up, put his hands on his ears. You know, get leading into it. I love that attitude, and I've always been a big Simple fan. But Faker, bro. Faker is just iconic. Oh, it's so hard. Damn. Thanks for the bits, Daffodil. Fuck. It's Simple or Faker. I cannot decide. This might be a coin flip situation. I'll let chat vote on it actually. Can you just run like a 60-second poll for Simple or Faker? I won't put this one on me. Not on my conscience. I'll let chat decide it. Just do like a 60-second one, let it flood real quick, and then I'll just whoever wins that. Because I'm really fine with either one of them here. I also don't think either one will actually show up in person to claim the award should they win. Thanks to Resub Cosmic. There, now the decision's out of my hands. That's much better. That's pretty close too. 56% to 44% in favor of Faker at the moment. Thanks, Resub Cherry. I know none of these people. You gotta watch some esports, man. Like, actually a pretty hype lineup. Okay, Faker won. That one's off my conscience. That's on you guys if you're gonna get mad about it. That's a chat decision. Thanks to Resub Roxman. Best esports team. Moist Esports got snubbed this year. Unlucky. Um, I don't really care where this one goes, to be honest. Um, this one doesn't matter to me. No Moist Esports, not interested. Where does chat want it? Looks like most people are saying Gingy or Dark Zero. I'll give it to I'll give it to Dark Zero. I at least watched that. I'll give it to Dark Zero. Yeah, I don't know here. I'll be honest. I don't know the coaches super well. Score easily. Okay. One guy said score easily, so I'm fine with that. Best esports event: Evo, Worlds, Major, the Mid-Season Invitational, and the Championship, the VCT. I did like Evo quite a bit this year. Also helped that Hotashi popped off so hard for Moist Esports. Hmm. But it was really lame not having Smash at Evo. Like, I still think Evo was great this year, but not having Smash was fucking stupid. Hmm. Worlds also had an incredible storyline. Damn. I'm thinking still Evo. No, definitely not Valorant. I didn't, like I said, I lost interest once the franchising thing came out. In fact, this trophy even celebrates it. Just this volcanic eruption of dog shit with the franchising decision. It's fucking dumb. I think I'm gonna go Evo. I watched a lot of Evo this year, and I really liked it. We're doing Evo. And we did well at Evo, Moist Esports. Alright, I got all my votes in. Franchising barely started yet when that tournament happened. No, I know it's still new. Doesn't make it any less dog shit. Fuck them. Until they revert that or change that drastically, I am not interested. I am not interested. That shit is such a joke. What happened? We already went over this whole drama when it happened, but I'll just pull up a quick rundown then. So Valorant completely changed their model. They went to a franchising model, and they did it in the most batshit way imaginable. Let me just get a list of the teams that didn't make the cut. I won't even give you the full list. I'll just give you 10 of the most shocking ones. Okay. So, for example, there's no the guard or optic. No optic somehow. Or phase. Also, no G2. And no TSM. It's actual insanity. Those are the big, big ones that stand out as like ludicrous. Carlos flopped the G2. I know it was because of the Carlos situation, but it still shouldn't matter. The franchising model was still shit. Just because of Carlos, it shouldn't have cost the org the entire spot. It's a stupid, dumb model. Because they ain't top teams. So you have no idea what you're talking about. Optic Gaming had literally just come off of a very, very, very successful VCT run. Did they win or did they get second? Now I'm blanking. I can't remember. They got second. He's talking about TSM. Oh no, I know TSM's kind of bad, but even still, you would expect them to be there. And they could, like, it's TSM. They can get better. They can buy better. I don't know about that now. Well, true, after FTX, yeah, no, they might have like actually $0, but at the time, don't tell me 100 Thieves got in. Yep. Here's the teams that did get in. They somehow chose EG over any of these three here, which is weird. It's just stupid. The franchising for Valorant was dumb, like actually dumb, and still very very dumb. What's the quote say down there? Oh, they give like some dog shit reasoning for some of the decisions. Basically, it's we need everything to be super squeaky clean and we need to be able to control and trust these organizations. Not verbatim what they say by any means, but that's pretty much how it's interpreted, how I interpreted it. What the hell Optic do? They sold their league spot, is the leading theory. Because they sold their league spot, they think that Riot snubbed them for this franchising. And it must have been something like that. It had to. Thanks to resub. Delix. Moist Esports is in the Esports Awards. Oh yeah, I know. Just not the Game Awards. I saw. Moist Esports is in the Esports Awards though, which is cool. Thanks to resub Uncle Frunk. I just don't think I'd like it, Dankin. I really don't. I've watched enough to be confident. I might try it at some point though. Thanks to Prime Grubby. So do you not like League franchising, or was it the way Valorant did it? I I'm not familiar enough with League franchising, but from as I understand it, League franchising isn't nearly as cutthroat or as vague as Valorant here. So I don't know enough to actually have a full opinion on it. The price to get into League is super super high. Like outrageously high. That's all I know about that. How much? Uh, Misfits. There's like 20 fucking companies named Misfits, but the Misfits team that recently just signed QD, they had a league spot and sold it for 38 mil. They had an LCK spot, I think. Oh, it was LEC? Oh, okay. LEC. LCK is Korea. I just don't know anything about Misfits. I thought it was LCK. You're right, though. I think so many companies are called Misfits. Oh, there's so many. There's Misfits, the podcast with Swagger and the boys. There's Misfits Gaming. There's Misfits Boxing now. Now there's also the Misfits content creators, like the company that just signed QT. There's so many. Misfits the band. Well, that's a little outside the space. I'm talking like in the space. These are all things that are like kind of relative to each other.